Hi everyone, I'm going to be walking you through the pregnancy test problem which requires use of Bayes' theorem. So I find it helpful to rewrite the formula first thing, so I did that here. And as a reminder, Bayes' theorem calculates the probability of an event or hypothesis H given some existing data D. So now we can refer back to the question which asks, if the test result is negative, what is the probability that the person is actually pregnant? And we can rephrase this as, what is the probability that the person is actually pregnant? H, given that the test result is negative, D. So I also find it helpful to rewrite the formula substituting H and D with the given information, and I did that below. So I substituted H with a person who is actually pregnant and D with a negative test result, and I use a negative sign to indicate that. So the first thing we want to find is the probability of a negative test result given that the woman who took the test is pregnant. In other words, what is the probability of a pregnant woman incorrectly receiving a negative result? So the test gives the correct result about 85% of the time, and if we want to find a probability of an incorrect result, we subtract 1 minus 0.85. And that gives us 0.15. Next, we want to find the probability of women who take the test being pregnant. And the question tells us 45% of women who take the test are pregnant. So they give us that information. Finally, we want to find the probability of a negative test result. And we had to consider pregnant women who are incorrectly getting a negative result and non-pregnant women who are correctly receiving a negative result. So again, 45% of women who take the test are pregnant. However, there is a 15% chance of them incorrectly receiving a negative test result. So we can indicate that by multiplying 0.45 by 0.15. Next, we want to consider women taking the test who are not pregnant. So we do that by subtracting 1 minus 0.45, which is 0.55. And these women who are not pregnant are going to be correctly receiving a negative test result 85% of the time. So for clarification, this portion represents pregnant women testing negative. This portion represents non-pregnant women testing negative. So if we do the math, we get 0.15 times 0.45 over 0.535. And our final answer comes out to be 0.126.